UK retailer Tesco has launched its own tablet, the first supermarket to do so, and Kathy Gordon was at the launch today. Kathy, what's it like? What was this device like?
Well, to be honest, it's like every other tablet you might have seen. It's a reasonably solid size. It's a little bit weighty, feels quite solid in your hands, works and moves like every other Android tablet out there.
Right. Which obviously leads us to the question, like, who's going to buy it? Why would you choose, Tesco's tablet rather than, the Nexus or Galaxy, or any other number of hundreds of Android suppliers?
Well, it's cheaper than the Galaxy.
How much is
it's
it?
£119, which compares a little bit closer to the Kindle Fire, which has slightly lower specs. That's on for 100 at the moment. People who want a lower end tablet that they'd like to take home, try out a little bit. It's not for the techies, that's for sure.
And how do Tesco see this fitting in? For their customers, what do they think their customers are going to do with it?
Well, they've obviously done a lot of research about it, using it at home, sending emails, Skyping their grandparents somewhere or other. It's a very typical Tesco customer type of product, and they're aiming it straightforward at their customers, the ones that might want something a little bit cheaper. It doesn't need to be high spec, and it comes from Tesco, which comes with its own add-ons like customer service, perhaps a little bit more trust.
Tesco's been quite aggressive for a supermarket. It's been out buying digital products. So it's got its own video service, it's got a music service, it's got a book service. So why is Tesco? What's their thinking behind launching this tablet? Is the idea to bring all these things together, or what?
Something like that. Basically, what Philip Clark, the CEO, said when at the launch today was that we live differently today. We're all about digital at home, at work, at play. It's all about digital, and they need to respond to that. And I think buying up the digital services they already have and then bringing it together into a tablet, you don't have to use the Tesco digital services, but it's there. It's very easy to access, obviously. They've put it right there at the front end of the device. So if you want to use their shopping service or their video service or their music service, you can. And that's who they're aiming at, their own customers who don't really know what to do with the technology, a little bit fearful of it, and don't have that much money to spend.
Yeah, well, it all seems to make a lot of sense. Very briefly, any idea of how many units we think they're going to sell on this device? Do we think this is going to move the market at all?
No, it's unlikely to move the market. Analysts are looking at maybe, if they're lucky, 100,000 perhaps before the end of the year, but there's 7 million to be sold this year, so not a big mover.
Not a big one. Kathy, thank you very much indeed.